Hello and welcome to the Congo Hour. My name is Trippy. Wayna has the evening off. She and Gundy are still on their love weekend getaway. So we want to continue on with the show. I was going to say something about Wayna, but I'm going to give her a break since she's not here. But my dad will be here. He'll be here with Sammy's Corner, and I believe his guest is going to be Chris Coombs. And then we'll have our funeral announcements. We have some birthday celebrations. We have some community news announcements, but first we have a group of individuals who make up the Stop the Violence prayer chain. They each have different programs that they are involved in, and they're gonna come on and just share what they're doing just to be a part of the solution. Not coming on to complain about anything, just coming on to talk about what they're gonna do. And so often I guess we get caught up and just talking about the problem over and over and over again. Right. Mm-hmm. And we really just need to talk about, I think, we just need to talk about the solutions. We know what the problems are, but we just need to be more focused on the solutions. So I definitely want to thank all of these individuals who are coming on tonight, because they are definitely part of the solutions to some of the things that are going on in our city, in our county, in our state. So I want to welcome them to the show. Thank you so much. And I guess we'll just let you all introduce yourselves and talk about your programs.
Yeah, hi, and thanks for having us.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay, first I want to give honor to God, who is the head of my life. My name is Minister Margaret Guy. I'm the president and founder of Stop the Violence Prayer Chain Foundation.
Okay.
And my name is Minister Perry. I'm a director of, one of the directors from Stop the Violence Prayer Chain Foundation.
Yes, Congo Hour, and I'm also on the board of directors for Stop the Violence Prayer Chain.
I'm Michelle Booker, and I am the Life Skills Director here at the Stop the Violence Prayer Chain Foundation.
How you doing? My name is McKee Booker. I'm the Vice President of the Stop the Violence Prayer Chain Foundation.
Hi, my name is Jay Booker. I'm a participant in the Stop the Violence Skills Foundation.
Okay.
Can I say something right quick, Trippy?
Oh, of course.
My daughter is nervous, right? But I'm going to say we're going to work this thing through.
All right.
Work it out. Work it out.
Get it right.
Work it
I still
out.
get nervous too. Don't even worry about that. So, and you want to start off, Minister Guy? Just talk
Yes.
about your program? Okay.
What it is, we saw so many young people getting killed with gun violence in the city of Wilmington. God gave me a vision to go out and pray in the community to try to make a difference.
All right.
So we started January the 11th of 2014.
Okay.
We've been together ever since then, and we still go out and pray in the communities. God sent a lot of different people into the prayer chain, and they all had different visions. And so we put all of our visions together, and which made up the Stop the Violence Prayer Chain Foundation.
Okay.
We got incorporated by the state of Delaware. Okay. We have our own building. So it's just an awesome thing. We've been reaching out to a lot of people to reach, to help us, because we've been coming out of pocket, basically, trying to get everything situated on our own. But I'm going to let, Minister Perry and the rest of them go ahead and explain what they're doing.
Okay.
We have a food and clothing closet as well. We even go out in the community and give out food and clothing to the people in the community. We don't charge anybody for anything. Everything we do for the community is free of charge.
All right.
Okay.
Right. And my involvement with the prayer chain is kind of like twofold, because I was once arrested for attempted murder. I did the crime, I did the time, paid my fine, and I took my life back. I'm back in society. I'm a licensed ordained minister. I'm a business owner. I'm involved in the community. And also, because of my skill set, I've developed a program. It's called MAP. It's a maintenance apprentice program for youth ages 16 and above. And I guess the goal is to keep them off the streets at night, to reduce give them an alternative to violence.
Okay.
Because I'm not trying to give them a job per se.
Right.
We're not an employment agency, though. I'm not giving you a job. I'm teaching you a trade so that you can become employed and not just get a job, but hopefully become an entrepreneur and start your own business. Because for me, I do so many things, and a lot of the courses that we're offering is painting, plumbing, carpentry, drywall installation, basic electrical systems, journal floor care, ceramic tiles, vinyl tile installation, HVAC, exterior maintenance, groundskeeping, restroom cleaning and sanitation, OSHA rules and regulations, safety hazards. You're going to learn how to read MSDS sheets, chemicals, and troubleshooting, cost reduction, and contract bidding. And what this does, this makes you a well-rounded individual dealing with anything associated with building maintenance. You'll be able to go into a building and see code violations. You'll be able to go to a wall and patch holes in the drywall, paint, do plumbing, electrical, anything associated with dealing with a building. I'm trying to teach these young guys because we need jobs. A lot of them need jobs because if you have your own money, you have a skill, then you don't have to pick up drugs. You don't have to rob and steal. We're trying to get these guys to see what they already have within themselves. So to speak, I'm not, like I said, I'm not giving you a job. I'm giving you an opportunity to learn a skill, learn a trade, so you can become not just gainfully employed, but off the streets, put them guns down, stop. Because I turned my life around. Like I said, I was once arrested for attempted murder. A lot of people look at me like, not you. I said, I'm a preacher's kid. I had it good. All the rules and regulations in the house, I chose to go the other way. But once I got my life back together, I'm giving back to those guys that, see, you can turn your life around.
That's pretty big. So so a young person can come can come to your program and learn all those trades.
All those trades, because that's what I do. I work for my church at Faith Harvest Worship Center. I'm the facility manager. Anything dealing with painting, plumbing, because you know my dad, he's done pretty much everything. Painting, plumbing, carpentry, drywall, you name it, I do it. Landscaping, I cut hair, I detail cars. I'm the kind of guy that I hate being broke. So if you need something done, if I need some gas money, hey, you want that wall painted today? I'm on my way. It's tax times. Hey, don't throw that money away, throw it my way. You need something fixed? Holler at me. My number is 302-384, and I'm serious, 302-384-3483, Minister Perry.
All right.
I got you.
All right. Well, definitely I want to welcome the latecomer to the show. He came on here and threw everybody off balance, but he's here nonetheless. So welcome to the show. I thought you may be coming early for next week.
Yeah. Thank you. I'll just put it there like Grandma.
All right. All right. Yeah, they're from the Stop the Violence prayer chain.
Okay, great.
And they all have different programs, and they just came together as one.
Okay.
Just to be a solution to some of the things that we're experiencing here in the city. And so they're just going through, and each one of them are talking about what they're doing. Minister Perry just finished talking about what he's doing, and that's what you just came in to tell him.
I need my haircut.
Anything.
Get some gas money.
He does it all. And you had mentioned, so tell me about that program. How does it work if someone wants to come?
The program, you can call the number. You can call me at 302-384-3483, or you can email me at min.pld3@gmail.com. And there's an application that you have to fill out. And I have licensed skilled contractors that will be facilitating the classes with me.
Okay.
The curriculum will be done in the classrooms. We're going to start Tuesday at the public library. We already have 42 people signed up to start our courses, and have licensed contractors on board with me to teach the classes. But our hands-on portion will be doing the upkeep of abandoned buildings throughout the city. There's over 1,800 abandoned buildings, or they call them limbo properties, where the owners may have abandoned them, somebody died and no one claimed them. We want to do the upkeep on these properties so that people buy into our city. If you see abandoned buildings, most times they'll turn into a crack house, a safe haven for prostitution. We want to avoid that or eliminate that by doing that work for free for the city. This would be the training for these young guys. And not only that, any elderly person that needs needs work done in their home, we'll do that for free. You buy the materials, and our men will supply the labor. And this will be part of their training course.
How long does the program take?
It's a 12-week course.
Okay.
Right now it's Monday and Tuesday, and we're going to add another day on for Saturday.
Okay.
It's in the evening, 6 to 9.
Okay. Is that the library?
At the public library right now, because we're waiting for our facility to open up.
Okay.
So, but we didn't want to keep the guys waiting. So right now we're meeting at the public library, 6 to 8.
Okay. The one on
right on 10th and King.
On King Street. Okay.
On King Street. Yes, sir.
And there's no cost associated, or how
It's
much?
free. It's all free. And like as Minister Margaret said, I've come out of pocket. I work a full-time job, and I do this for free. So I don't get paid to do what I'm doing. But eventually, I want to be able to do it full-time.
Right.
So if there's any other contracts out there, you want to donate your time, come on out. It's a free course. We're not charging any of the participants. So, and all the tools, your workbook, all everything will be provided by myself and my team here at the prayer chain. It's a free course. You can afford free, so there's no excuse for you to say, I can't find a job, I don't have a trade, I don't have a skill. This eliminates all the excuses. Even with the city council and the mayor, we met with legislation last week, and we sent a proposal to them guys, and with Matt Dan, and they was asking us, what can we do in the city? People need jobs.
Right.
Yes.
If you're working there, you won't have to sell drugs, and we're offering you free courses to
Yes.
learn a trade that can sustain you. Not just sustain you, but you can become an entrepreneur. You don't have to be the employer. You don't have to be the employee.
Right.
You can be the employer.
Okay. All right. Thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
Big stuff. All right.
Yes, my name is Brother Kendall Howe, and my vision for the program is tutor ministry. So we're looking to launch the program hopefully by the end of the school year. I did do tutor ministry for 7 years in Georgia, and I brought that vision to Delaware. Now, with that said, a child that's being tutored is twice as likely to succeed as the child that is not being tutored or whatever. So, my vision is to outreach to the kids through the tutoring and provide some nutrition for them and maybe some activities after school. And it's just 2 hours a day, twice a week. So we're looking for, we're recruiting tutors or anyone that'd like to get involved. And I think it's really going to help our kids.
Yeah,
Yes,
My main focus is education, not incarceration.
Okay.
So
Amen.
we're going to get that started, and anyone interested certainly can reach out to the prayer team. But my number is 302-761-3538.
Okay. Say that number one more time for me.
Area code 302-761-3538.
Okay. So right now you're looking for teachers or volunteers just to help sustain the program, right?
Yes, it's a very careful process that we're going to go through
Okay.
to select our tutors,
All right.
and that is what I'm looking for right now.
Okay.
We're looking to get started as soon as possible, but also we want to be accurate in what we're doing.
All right.
Exactly.
All right, man. I appreciate that. Yes, ma'am.
I was just making a joke with Trippy earlier, saying I'm on prime time. I made it. My name is Michelle Booker, and I am the director of the Life Skills program. And what I do is I teach young ladies ages 13 to 21 how to build character in themselves.
Okay.
Because a lot of these sisters out here are just, they're not being taught how to be a young lady properly.
Right.
So what I'm going to do is the program is split into three subjects. So one is character building, which I have a licensed cosmetologist that's going to come in and teach the young ladies how to maintain their hair, skin and nails. And what that will do is build self-esteem in the young ladies, because a lot of these young ladies don't have the money to go to the hairdressers and to go especially get facials and things like that. So we're going to teach them how to maintain their hair,
Okay.
and we're going to do facials and teach them how to do their nails and everything like that. So along with that, we're going to teach them etiquette, basic etiquette. And sometimes, we have to teach them to say thank you and excuse me and, and different things. So we're going to teach them that, and we're going to teach them etiquette also. Okay, that's one part. The second part is skill, let me flip, I'm sorry. The
you're
social
all right.
skills, because I don't want to forget nothing, that's why I wrote everything down. We're going to teach them how to value friendship and have respect for authority. Because a lot of these young kids out here do not respect our police officers, and they are here to help us. They are not against us, they are for us.
Right.
Now, they have some officers out there that, it's bad cops, but it's not in Wilmington. It's, you know, they're here to help us, and we want to teach them that, to respect them. And peer pressure, because the young ladies, you know, with the guys, they getting of age and they feeling they smelling themselves, you know. And one thing I have Planned Parenthood coming in, and let me say this too. They're all professionals that's going to deal with these young ladies. Everybody that I bring in to speak with them are professionals. So we have Planned Parenthood coming in on the 4th of March, and it's a three-part presentation. It's the 4th, the 11th, and the 18th of March. And they're going to teach them about HIV/AIDS. They're going to teach them about sexually transmitted diseases and early pregnancies.
Okay.
So it's, like I said, it's a 3-part split. That's on the 4th, 11th, and the 18th of this month. And next week, we're having Christiana, the nurses from Christiana Hospital are coming in to teach, to do a documentary on the ripple effect. And what the ripple effect is dealing with people that are dealing with gun violence.
Okay.
The effects that it has with all the people that surrounds them, from the ambulance driver to the people maybe that call the police, to the people in the emergency room, and the families and everything that they have to go through. So if anybody is interested in seeing that, that is next Wednesday on the 18th at the Wilmington Library, across the street from Rodney Square, and it will be at 6 o'clock upstairs in the Bancroft room. If you are interested, please bring your children out. It's not just for my program, it's for everybody. If you feel as though your child needs to see this, please bring them out to see this. They are more than welcome. We will not turn you away.
All right, thank you. Keith?
How you doing today? How's everybody doing? My program, you basically can't even put in a box because there is no boundaries to it. When I heard Brother Kendall talking about the tutoring program, bring all your kids, even the ones that's rough around the edges. I'll be dealing with them. And before most of the brothers or sisters that go into Perry's program, Minister Perry's program, who may be rough around the edges, I will see them first. So I had to say that right there. But my program will be dealing with the prison. Like I said, I can't put my program in the box because it's going to be brothers and sisters that's going to be needing kites sent back and forth. That's letters, pictures, commissary. Brothers and sisters are basically starving down in prison because they have no one on the outside to connect them with their loved ones. So that's where I would be the bridge for the community, for the streets to the prison, from the prisons to the streets. And my thing goes off of Matthew 25:36. It said, you know, when I was in prison, did you come visit me? That's what Jesus said. He said, what you done unto the least of them, that's what you done unto me. So this is where I would say the rubber meets the road. This is not pretty. This is not glitz or glamour. This right here, man, most of the people don't even want to get involved with this because they cast them away and they throw them away. And that leads me to the scripture that I'm about to read right now. Is Isaiah 58:7. And it says, is it not to deal thy bread to the hungry, and that thou bring the poor that are cast out to thy house, when thou seest the naked, that thou cover him, and that thou hide not thyself from thy own flesh. And when I say that hide thyself from thy own flesh, that's like if I don't, you know, sort of speak, work with my peoples, I'm basically doing it to myself, really. You know what I'm saying? Because Jesus said, what you done unto the least of them is what you done unto me. And since I have the Spirit of Christ, the blood will be required on my hands if I didn't take this prison initiative to help these brothers and sisters that's going to be coming out. And like Reverend Carl Desmond wrote in my program, which I haven't even really read, you know, because I'm really Ebonics. I'm not too much in the books. I got to be straight up with you. But it's dealing with housing, and it's dealing with clothing, it's dealing with feeding, and it's dealing with mentoring. And that's what I'll be doing.
Okay. All right. And not to take anything away from anybody else on the panel, but I guess I'm just so glad to hear your story, man, because you used to be a scary dude. I was growing up. On Market Street. So, just to hear you now and the way you're giving back to the community and
God is awesome.
quoting scriptures, man, I'm just so, I don't say happy for you, like, but I am happy for you. You know, I don't know, man. It's just good to hear that story.
Yeah,
Good to hear your story.
And when I tell people, you know, if God can do it for me, I know
Yeah.
He can do it for anybody else. They said they overcame them by the word of their testimony and the blood of the Lamb. So I'm living proof this testimony. I'm going to live it before you. I'm not going to talk about it, but I'm going to demonstrate it because
Sir.
that was an action word.
Amen. Amen.
This is my lovely daughter.
She's all right. Welcome to the show.
I want to say this gives the foundation a try because like you can't. It's not hard to try. Like give it the chance because like you don't want to be on the streets. Become a successful person, not just be about yourself. It's like, hey, I wanna get out the hood. I wanna grow up and become somebody, not just stay who I am.
Wow.
I want to go to college. I want to be somebody and successful. I want to be a pediatric nurse. So
Wow.
I'm going
Amen.
to try my best to succeed in this program and do what I have to do to succeed in life.
All right. How old are you? How
I am 15.
15. What school do you go to?
Howard High School of Technology,
All right. What are you studying now at Howard?
pre-nursing studies.
I like to hear. All right. You want to give a shout out to anybody who's watching?
I would like to give a shout out to my best friend Promise Richardson and my little sister Imani Booker, who didn't come.
All right. Well, we think you did a great job too. All right. Anybody else have anything they want to
Yeah.
talk about? Okay.
I just want to say, I am just so thankful that the Lord put all these people into the prayer chain. You know, we started out, you know, the Lord removes, He replaces, you know. And right now, we are family. We've been sticking together. We've been hanging in there together. And I'm just so proud of everybody and what they're doing and that all the visions that have just come together.
Yeah, I like that.
You know,
like
just come
everybody has their
together.
own piece, but you guys came together as well.
Yes.
Just to be that, you know, much more stronger. So,
Yes, God never
that
makes
much stronger.
mistakes. He knows
Yeah.
exactly what He's doing.
All right.
Yeah.
Keith, you want to say something else?
Yeah, I would like to make mention of my boy Sugar Shaft. That I'm wearing these colors, red, black, and green, in honor of Black History Month. But also the shirt that I have on is solid. Standing on life isn't death. And this is the message that I want brothers and sisters to see in the streets. When they look at this, man, I want them to know that standing on life isn't death. And I thank Brother Shaft for donating this shirt to me to bring it to you today so everybody can see in the city of Wilmington, because this is what I believe in. And folks know if I believe in something, I'm going to represent it. I'm a man of my word. I try to stand by it. So this right here is in honor of Black History Month, but also my boy Sugar Shaft.
And how can people help your program?
Well, people can basically, if they want to donate financially to help us,
Okay.
because we do need the financial help, because like we all saying, we've all been coming out of pocket. You know, we have some help coming in with certain things, but not enough, because we have 42 students now.
All right.
And more are calling in, and we're not charging, like I said, we're not charging them anything. So we do need the help.
Okay.
I gave the
Yeah,
information.
Yes, we have your address.
Yeah.
It's P.O. Box
Yes.
11172, right?
Yes, so
Okay,
if
right here in
anybody would
Wilmington.
like to donate something to help us, we would gladly appreciate it, because we do need the help.
Do you need any volunteers or anybody else to just help the program?
Yeah, well, yes, definitely. Well, and another thing, we have construction companies
Okay.
and different companies who are going to hire these young men on. When they complete this program, they're going to hire them on. They're not looking at background, anything like that.
Right.
And they've committed to saying that they're going to hire them once they finish this 12-week program. In other words, they're giving them a second chance in life. And
Also, in addition to that, I even wanted to talk to the Attorney General of the state and all these young guys that are getting sentenced to Ferris and coming home, opposed to just giving them 6 months probation. Why not sentence them to our program as a flow down, where they're not just coming home to the streets, they're coming home learning the trade, learning the skill, and getting a head start, opposed to just not coming home to re-entry.
That same
And
environment.
right, the same environment. You know what I mean? and I hate to say it, but I support no entry opposed to re-entry. Why not catch them before they go into the system? We have a chance to catch them before they even get a record, a strike against them. So, you know, please, ma'am, please, sir, contact the Stop the Violence Prayer Chain. Get your son or your daughter off the streets and into this program.
You know, I was talking to somebody, I don't even know who it was, and I think that you folks are doing a fantastic job, and I
Thank you.
really think
Thank you,
that
sir.
you are the key
Yes.
to that part of our community. I don't believe in more policemen at all.
Right.
That's kind of what I totally disagree. You know, policemen walking in the community will not uncover the attitudes of some people who want to do something wrong. They're going to do it wrong just as soon as he goes past.
Right.
But I think just sitting here listening to the scary man, as Trippy said,
I don't know if you remember Big Key, but back in the day, he was something on Warren Street.
I don't.
See him in the party, he was.
But I guess an evening talking with you and to understand the benefits of the new life is probably better than 20 policemen.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And so I would think that if I was a strong politician and if I had access to money, the money would not go to policemen who don't want to do it anyway.
Yeah, right.
It would go to, and I'm not saying policemen are bad. I get a bad reputation for always jumping on policemen, but I don't. I think they're worthy. They're wonderful. I think that, as somebody says, they're good, and we all are happy to see them when we're in trouble.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to do that, but I think they have their place in society.
Right.
But there's a place for your group
Yes, sir.
to deal with that small group. You know, this group of people that we're referring to is just a little group.
Yes.
It's not a great, I mean, when you think of all the kids that's going to the colleges
Yes.
and all the kids that's working hard
Yes.
and good guys that's being good fathers, trying to be
Exactly.
good fathers until, as you say, they're unemployed and they want to feed their kids.
Right.
And they're forced into something, and I say forced in because there's no choice
Right. Exactly.
to try to feed their kids. So your program with employment,
Yes.
I would like to get with you. I have a construction company too.
Oh, wow.
And so
great.
I would like to help you understand construction and the attitudes in construction. You know, you don't want these young folks to also get turned off by people who want to employ them as just laborers.
Right. Exactly.
So as you begin to talk with them, you have to let them know that the vision is moving up, developing skill, and not using them and saying they're doing something great when they really aren't.
Amen.
So you
Right.
really want to make sure that as you take these guys on, because some of them are saying, gee, this is some real cheap labor.
Right.
That's not what you want. You want to design it so you can go to the young man and say, what are you doing today, and what did you do last week, and where do you plan to go tomorrow, and where do you plan to place this guy? What are your goals for him as you develop his skill background?
Right.
So you really I want to get with you so that you don't allow this opportunity to be a missed opportunity
Yes,
by
sir.
not designing it properly.
Amen.
So I think your group is wonderful. I think that one of the things that you want to get into is politics. Sounds crazy, but you can't do anything without politics.
Yeah.
Okay.
So organize your community. You know, in the old style of politics, we had block leaders and all that, and everybody almost in that community, where it was an effective community, was involved and had a part of the action. You know, you could call on the phone and say, this guy didn't pick up my leaves, or we want a new street, and that guy ran to it because he understood that you were well organized. You will see that the districts that don't have heavy political clout get very few services. So a part of your, group having effectiveness, and people seeing that effectiveness, will be getting involved in politics.
I hear you.
Okay.
I hear you loud and clear.
So tomorrow, Monday, get together and say, let's create this block and call up somebody in politics and say, this, you may have to go on the block and say, we want to organize this block so that you can get some quick responses when you have needs.
Right.
And so, to me, that's how our city is going to get to where we want it to be. Not because some president of some company calls up and says, we're going to leave if you and take our ball and we ain't going to play with you anymore. But you want to be able to say when these communities come in that we have people that are prepared. It's like when you're talking about the Bible and when James and John, the sons of Zebedee, met Jesus, and he said, James wants to sit on the right hand, and John and I want to sit on the left hand. And Jesus said to them, it's not for me to determine. It's for he who is prepared.
Amen.
And preparation is everything.
Everything.
Okay,
Amen.
so we want to prepare our communities. We want to, and that's the big job that we don't do. My son wants me to shut up.
No, we're listening.
I'm taking his time. But you see, the preparation and how we prepare our communities, these kind of people who are violent won't come into them. If that community is prepared, let me tell you, I learned a theory. It's called the A over B theory. A people are strong, bad people. When he was A people, didn't nobody mess with him, see? Because Trippy and them guys would run. and A people usually jump on B people. See, now America is not going to jump on Russia, China, because they're all A people. They might go over there and hit one of them little countries, but they ain't going to jump on no big country. A people, you want your community to be A people so that nobody can come in there and threaten you. So that's what we have to begin to do. We have to have our community A people so that the B people know not to come. Okay? And so where we need to be, and you ain't going to be that if you're not organized. I was watching the military channel today, and it was showing who had the best Air Force. And the best Air Force was the one who dominated the war. If we got the strongest community, if our community is strong, then ain't nobody coming in there.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
And so, I could talk all day. I mean, I'm just so full of what I have learned. I used to be a community organizer, and so I knew what would happen in the community where the community was best organized. For instance, if we want something really done, move in District 8 in Wilmington. That's Westover Hills and all that past Green Hill Avenue and all that stuff. Ain't nothing gonna happen back there. Because if one dog is hindered, the whole police force will be there. Okay? So don't forget that is an A community.
Right.
And so you want to make your community just like that A community.
Right. Exactly.
So what you're doing is great, but you got to have the right ammunition. So I don't mean to dominate what you're doing, but when you get my age, you'll be getting to learn some things. And so it is foolish for young people to say all them old people, we want to do our own thing. All they're gonna run into the trouble.
Right.
But we have to be there with you, and you've got to understand one thing: It's all about politics.
Okay.
So don't try to do it without politics. Get your people who are in politics to be a part of your group. Okay? Don't let them. If Sammy Congo is the county council guy, make sure he's a part of this group.
Gotcha.
Okay? And use, because that's why he's there.
Right.
You all are paying him through your taxes
Right.
to represent and do things for you. Whoever is in city council that's in your stuff, get them to do it
Right.
for you. That's what they're getting paid for. So use the resources. That's free. Talking about free, that's free.
Right.
And so you don't have to. And then this kind of group will be able to get funding because you got 8 people in there. See,
Yes.
them councilmen and all that kind of stuff are 8 people, and they have their hand on resources.
Gotcha.
So I'm this. I better shut up. So,
That's a good point. 'Cause we were
Yes.
talking earlier, Mr. Perry, about the. You said he met with City Council.
We met with City
Yeah,
Council.
were you able to get any resources, or how'd that go?
Yes, we met with the President of City Council,
Okay.
and he assured us that he would support us. We met with the mayor, same deal. We met with the Attorney General Matt Dan. We were down Dover just last week doing the proposal to the Joint Chief of Staff, the Joint Finance Committee, and they have so many millions on the table. And what I told him, I said, we don't have a problem with money. The problem is that we keep allocating the money to the same groups, and the problem's getting worse.
Right.
The crime is the crime rate is rising, murders are rising, and then a group like this that's on the front line can't get it done. You know, so we come before the national TV and tell you once again, we do all this out of our pocket. We don't have, none of us is on salary to do this, but we do it from our heart because we care, because we have loved ones. We're tired of going to the visuals where they're pouring out wine and mothers are crying. We got to pray in a blood spot where the mother got to look at the blood spot where her child died. We're sick of seeing that stuff, so we take a stand, and we're doing this. So we're asking for help from the legislation.
Okay.
With all that money that's out there, millions that come from the taxpayers, and we still keep giving it to the same people. Why not have faith in an organization like us that's not just talking about it, but we're doing it? We meet on the streets every other Saturday, and we pray. In the cold, in the heat, in the elements, it doesn't matter. We're on the street, we're on the front line, while a lot of other organizations are on the back line. You know, we don't get the TV articles, we don't get the limelight, because we don't care about who takes the credit, as long as God gets the glory.
Amen.
That's my
Thank
deal
you,
with
I
it.
want to tell you, I'm going to give you a little hint. And if we get a chance to meet again, I'll give you some more information.
Okay.
Find out in your district who serves on the Joint Finance Committee,
Right.
and ask them to join your group and see how much money you get.
Okay. Done.
Okay?
Done.
Done.
They must join your group.
Okay.
Okay.
They represent you. And if they're in your district, there are people on the Joint Finance Committee that's in your district, and they determine where money goes. And if that person is a part of your group, that person's going to ask for some money. They ain't going to just have no lip service.
Right.
They have to do, and they do when they're a part of the process.
Yeah, and don't only look for the city, the county, and the state, all the different representatives, so we all can
Okay.
try to help as much as we can.
Okay.
So your program is awesome. Just to hear the program about the apprenticeship program, and then the tutoring program.
Yes.
What you guys are doing can't really be looked away from. So we definitely have to put more resources into it.
Right.
And
And
definitely going to help as much as I can.
it's unique because you have a lot of organizations out there that's doing things, but no one's duplicating what we're doing. There's no other program in this city that's doing what we're doing. So that's what makes us unique and effective, actually.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna give you each a couple minutes if you want, just to kind of go through and recap about what your part of the program is. Okay. I'm gonna go to break. You want to start?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm the president and founder of the program.
Okay.
My name is Minister Margaret Guy, as I said before, and I'm just the overseer of all the programs. I have a food and clothing closet. I oversee giving out the food and clothing, finding jobs, housing for the different individuals that come to me. I've been placing people in drug programs. I've been finding different, you know, different things that they need, you know, if they come to me. I've been doing this from home. So we've been placing people where they need to be.
Okay.
Just to get them off the street.
All right.
We've been placing people in like motels if they're homeless on the street. We've been placing them there, you know, just to get them off until they're able to find somewhere to go.
Okay.
So we've been doing a lot.
All right.
Also, as I stated, we're doing a maintenance apprenticeship program for young guys aged 16 and above. And not only training them, but also going through the process of job interviews. We go through mock interviews, resume writings, teach you how to act in an interview, you know, and teach you why you didn't get the job. A lot of guys show up with their pants sagging or their postures hanging down, so we're going to teach you etiquette so that you can lock that job in.
Okay.
Yes, once again, we'll be launching a tutoring program, and that'll be coming to you soon. And can be reached at area code 302-761-3538, and we are looking for tutors. Anyone interested, just to outreach to the kids.
Okay.
And also to piggyback off of Minister Perry, that's going to be my job for well, I have a professional coming in, and I want to give a shout out to Dr. Nikisha Bailey from Canaan Baptist Church, because she offered her services. She's going to come in and teach them how to dress and how to speak, and what questions they're going to ask them and how they can answer those questions, and especially pull your pants up. You know, I mean, this style that's going on out here today don't make no sense. Okay, so but I want to thank Dr. Keish for coming to me and offering her services to us. And I also want to say thank you to my team, which is Helen Lambert, who is the assistant director of the Life Skills Program, and to Claudia Holly, who is also helping us with the young ladies, and Anita Means, and she's coming in to help teach the young ladies how to be beautiful inside out. So I just want to thank my team, and I want to thank Minister Guy, and I want to thank you for giving us the opportunity to come here to tell everybody about our program. And if anybody is interested in the Life Skills Program, you can give me a call at area code 302-502-2550. So that's 302-502-2550. Please give me a call. We're here for you. We have all professionals here to help these young ladies, and God bless you, and I'm here for you. I love my people, and I'm here to help them any kind of way that I can.
Yeah, Trip. Clean it up.
That was.
I know. It's all good. It's good. People can hear that. But the thing is, though, like the bully of murder, the bully of taking over the city, that is now my opponent. That's who I box with now. And I believe, Trippy, I'm 100 and 0, so I believe in the power of God. I think we're going to win this joint. And I just want to say again, man, Standing on Life Isn't Death. My boy Shaft, man, please check him out. See his shirts, man. We need to push this message in the city of Wilmington. Standing on Life Isn't Death.
Solid.
All right. All right, well, thank you.
And I have one more thing to say. God has never lost a battle. God has never lost a battle, and he's not about to lose one now.
All right. Thank you again so much. And if anyone missed any of the numbers, we do have the main number on the screen. It's 981-9594. So you can always call that number, and they can give you any more information that they look forward to. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and we wish you well. We definitely want to help you out. I'm going to try to do my part on City Council. I can try to connect you with other people in county and with the state, so they can try to get some finance behind this too. So that's very important.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Thank you again.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
We're going to take a quick break, and I'll be right back with our funeral announcements. Okay, for our funeral announcements, we have Miss Betty Miller, age 83, who departed this life on February the 6th. Her services were on Friday, and her burial took place in the Silverbrook Cemetery. Miss Charlene Robinson, age 62, departed this life February the 7th. Her services were also on Friday, and her burial took place in the Gracelawn Memorial Park. Miss Nancy Joyner, age 93, departed this life February the 6th. Her funeral services were on Friday, and her burial took place in the Gracelawn Memorial Park. Mr. Michael Glasper, age 52, affectionately known as Bo, departed this life February the 9th. His funeral services were on Friday, and his burial was private. Miss Tina Fields, age 49, departed this life February the 4th. Her funeral services were yesterday, and her burial will take place tomorrow at the Mount Pisgah Cemetery. Mr. William Wilson, age 88, departed this life February the 6th. His funeral services were on yesterday, and his burial will take place tomorrow at 10 a.m. in the Rolling Green Memorial Park. Miss Beverly Stanford, age 79, departed this life February the 9th. Her funeral services were on Saturday, and her burial took place in the Gracelawn Memorial Park. Miss Dora Winfield, age 86, departed this life February the 10th. Her funeral services will be tomorrow at 11 a.m. at the East Mount Carmel United Methodist Church, 800 North Walnut Street. Viewing will be from 9 to 10:45 only, and her burial will be in the Riverview Cemetery. And services for Mr. Joseph Wheeler, Jr., age 63, who departed this life yesterday, will be announced. And services for Mr. Michael Boone, age 59, who departed this life February the 8th, will be on Wednesday, February the 18th at 10:30 at the Congo Funeral Home on 24th and Market Streets. Viewing will be from 8 to 10:15 only, and his burial will be in the Delaware Veterans Memorial Park. And services will be announced for Reverend George Eggleston, age 91, who departed this life on February the 11th. And services will be announced for Mr. Roger Garbet, age 68, who departed this life on Friday. To conclude all of our funeral announcements, please call us if you have any questions at 652-8887. You can always go to our website at www.congofuneralhome.com. We apologize we're not going to have time for any community news, but please stay tuned for the next show with Julius Cephas, and God willing, we will see you next Sunday. Thank you.